Have you ever found yourself struggling to manipulate SVG path data? It can be quite a challenge, especially when you want to normalize or zero point your paths. If that sounds like you, stick around because today we are diving into how to achieve just that. I totally get it. You have a path that can plot itself anywhere on the page, and you want to adjust its coordinates. It can be frustrating when you have to deal with complex paths and just want them to start from zero. You're definitely not alone in this. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked how to normalize SVG path data so that it starts from zero. They provided an example path that creates a box at coordinates x100, y100, and they want to adjust it to start from zero. Let's explore how we can do this. So, what does it mean to normalize SVG path data? Essentially, it involves adjusting the coordinates of your path so that they start from a defined point, usually zero. This can be straightforward for simple shapes like squares, but it gets tricky with more complex paths. Let's break it down. And make sure to stick around. At the end of this video, I will share a handy code snippet that can help you zero point any SVG path, no matter how complex it is. To normalize the SVG path data, the user should first determine the bounding box of the existing path. This will help identify the minimum x and y coordinates. Next, the user needs to calculate the offset. This is done by taking the minimum x and y values from the bounding box and using them to adjust the path data. Now the user can rewrite the path data with the new normalized coordinates. This will ensure that the path starts from the origin point. Finally, the user can set the x and y attributes of the SVG element to position the normalized path correctly within the container. Fun fact, SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics, and it was developed by the World Wide Web Consortium. It's amazing how much flexibility it gives us in web design. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggests that normalizing your SVG path data is straightforward math. Simply iterate over the points in your path to find the minimum x and y values. This will give you the 0-point offset. You've already applied this method to your square path without realizing it. Here's the code snippet I promised. You can use this function to normalize your SVG paths. Just plug in your path data, and it will handle the rest. And there you have it. You should now be able to normalize your SVG path data with ease. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on SVG and web design.